Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video takes you deep into the fascinating world of United States coinage as we uncover the remarkable story of the 1994 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A simple 1-cent coin to some, but to those who know its history and hidden value, this little copper-plated treasure could be worth an astounding $78,908 in today's coin collecting market. Yes, you heard that right. This common-looking penny has shocked the numismatic community with its rarity and skyrocketing value. So sit tight, stay tuned, and let's dive into the story behind the 1994 D. Lincoln penny that is turning heads across the country. First, let's talk about the historical background of the Lincoln cent series. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured the wheat ears reverse until 1958. In 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo. The 1994 D penny belongs to this era of memorial reverse coins and was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark just below the date. Now, the year 1994 was not particularly known for major changes in the penny series, and the mintage was relatively high. In fact, over 7 billion 1994 D pennies were struck. So how does a coin from such a common year with a massive mintage end up being worth tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in errors, condition, and rarity among high-grade specimens. Let's break it down. Most 1994 D pennies are made from copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. They typically have no special value beyond face value when they're found in circulated condition. However, collectors and grading experts have discovered that among the billions of coins struck, only a few survived in extremely high mint state condition, particularly MS69 and above, certified by top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC. These ultra-high-grade coins show no signs of wear, with full red luster and razor-sharp details that make them museum-quality pieces. And this is where rarity becomes king. In the case of the 1994 D penny, a single coin graded at MS69 read by PCGS shattered records when it sold at auction for $78,908. That's right, one little penny with near-perfect features, flawless luster, and immaculate strike commanded a price higher than a luxury car. The coin world went into a frenzy, with collectors and investors rushing to search through rolls of 1994 D pennies hoping to strike gold, or rather, copper. But high-grade condition isn't the only thing that can make this coin valuable. Certain errors and varieties can also elevate the value dramatically. Some 1994 D pennies are known to have die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, and repunched mint marks. One famous example includes a 1994 D penny with a doubled ear variety, where Abraham Lincoln's ear appears to be doubled due to a misalignment in the hubbing process. Coins with such unique characteristics often command thousands of dollars at auction, depending on the visibility and intensity of the error. Another key point to understand is that coin condition grading matters immensely in numismatics. A 1994 D penny in good or fine condition might still only be worth 1 cent, but if it grades MS67 or higher, the value can increase exponentially. From $100 to $1,000 and even reaching tens of thousands in rare cases, like the MS69 example. This is why submitting your coins for professional grading is crucial when you believe you've found a gem-quality coin. Let's also not forget the sentimental and historical value of the Lincoln cent series. With Lincoln being one of the most admired American presidents, the coin has always had an emotional connection with Americans. Its presence in everyone's pocket has made it a staple of daily commerce. Yet hidden gems like the 1994 D penny remind us that rare and priceless treasures are sometimes found in the most ordinary places. So, what should you do if you think you've got a 1994 D penny that could be valuable? First, examine it under a magnifying glass. Look for sharp details, bright luster, and absence of scratches or nicks. Pay close attention to Lincoln's coat, beard, and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If the strike is bold and the surfaces are flawless, you could be holding a mint state coin. Next, look for potential errors like doubling, die breaks, or mint mark varieties. If it looks promising, consider submitting it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and official certification. And if you're a serious collector or just getting started in the hobby, let this be a reminder that modern coins still hold exciting possibilities. Rare finds like the 1994 D penny prove that with knowledge, patience, and a sharp eye, you could stumble upon a fortune hiding in your loose change.to wrap-up. The 1994 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem common at first glance, but under the right conditions, it becomes a coin of incredible worth. With an astonishing auction value of $78,908, it stands as one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents ever discovered. So don't overlook the pennies you come across. Inspect every one carefully, because your next big discovery might be just a cent away from changing your life. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins that could be sitting right in your pocket, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new treasure hunting tips and coin value updates. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you have a 1994 D penny in your collection. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secrets of rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Today's spotlight shines on one of the most mysterious and highly sought-after treasures in American numismatics, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You might just be holding onto a small copper coin that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Stay with me as we explore the incredible story, shocking market value, and the rare characteristics that make this coin worth a staggering $89,712 in today's collector's market. Let's start by stepping back into the year 1982, a turning point in the history of the United States Mint and its coin production. For over 2 decades, the Lincoln cent had been struck from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to skyrocketing copper prices in the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint decided it was time for change. In mid-1982, a major shift occurred. The Mint transitioned from using copper to a much cheaper and lighter zinc core coated with copper, which significantly reduced the cost of production. Here's where things get really interesting. In 1982, the U.S. Mint struck not 1, not 2, but 7 different variations of the Lincoln penny. These included both copper and zinc compositions, with large date and small date varieties for each metal type, and coins struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Among these combinations, one stands out from the rest: the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln cent with a small date and struck on a bronze planchet, which means it was made from the original 95% copper alloy, not the new zinc composition. Now, why is the 1982 no-mint mark copper small date penny so valuable? Because it was never supposed to exist. By the time the small date design was introduced in Philadelphia, the transition to zinc was already underway. Most small date pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint were made from zinc, not copper. Yet somehow, a small number of copper planchets remained in the production system and were accidentally used to strike small date pennies. This type of mint error is extremely rare and highly prized by collectors. What makes identifying this coin even more fascinating is that at first glance, it looks like any other penny. But if you dig deeper and test its weight, you can uncover the truth. The copper 1982 pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc versions weigh only 2.5 grams. So, if you think you have a 1982 small date penny without a mint mark, put it on a precise digital scale. If it tips closer to 3.11 grams, you may have hit the numismatic jackpot. Now let's talk about value. While average circulated 1982 pennies are worth only face value, the 1982 no-mint mark copper small date penny is in a league of its own. In pristine condition, this coin has sold for massive amounts at auction. In one stunning example, a flawless specimen graded by a leading grading service fetched a breathtaking $89,712. That's right, a 1-cent coin turning into nearly $90,000 just because of its rare combination of date, mint mark, composition, and condition. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins like this. But remember, it takes more than just the date on the coin to make it valuable. It must be the small date version, it must weigh around 3.11 grams, and it must be in excellent condition to command high prices. Even in moderately circulated condition, this coin can still sell for thousands of dollars due to its rarity. So, how do you spot the small date versus the large date? Look closely at the number 2 in 1982. On the small date, the top of the 2 is level with the bottom of the 1, and the number 8 has a more delicate, thinner appearance. It takes a trained eye and often a magnifying glass to tell the difference. Comparing side by side with known examples is the best way to distinguish the small date from the large. If you believe you found a 1982 no mint mark small date penny made from copper, it's crucial to verify its authenticity. Seek professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC. Once certified, your coin could be worth tens of thousands of dollars depending on condition and market demand. To recap, the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny with a small date and copper composition is one of the rarest modern U.S. coins ever discovered. Born during a time of transition, it slipped through the cracks of the mint's careful production process and has now become a legendary coin worth nearly $90,000. It's a reminder that history can be found in the smallest of objects, and that treasure might just be sitting in your pocket change, waiting to be discovered. Make sure to search your jars, your coin rolls, and your old penny boxes. We've heard countless stories of lucky collectors and everyday people finding these rare coins mixed in with ordinary change. Who knows, maybe your next coin hunt will lead you to a fortune. If you found this video informative and exciting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins worth big money. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a 1982 penny and what your experience was like. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and remember, every penny counts when it could be worth $89,712. Welcome back to our channel where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and incredible coin finds that could make you thousands or even millions of dollars richer. Today, we are taking an in-depth journey into one very modern yet highly sought-after coin, the 2021 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another ordinary quarter you would find in your pocket change or lying around in your drawer. But hold on, because the story behind this coin, its history, its unique features, and its skyrocketing market value will absolutely shock you. Let's begin by understanding the background and history of the Washington $quarter series. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Since then, the quarter has seen many design changes and minting variations, with the obverse typically featuring the profile of George Washington. Over the years, the reverse of the quarter has been redesigned numerous times, from the original heraldic eagle to the popular 50-state quarters program, and then to the America the Beautiful series. In 2021, the United States Mint introduced a brand new series known as the American Women Quarters, but before that transition, the Mint released a very special coin, the 2021 Washington Quarter. The 2021 Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this coin exceptionally rare and valuable are a combination of factors that go beyond simple age. First and foremost, this coin is part of the final year before the design transitioned to the American Women series. It features a design commemorating the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama, which is the last coin released under the America the Beautiful Quarters program. The reverse of this 2021 quarter honors the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, the first African-American military aviators in the United States Armed Forces who served during World War II. It shows a pilot suiting up with the Moton Field Control Tower in the background and the inscription, "They fought two wars, etched proudly, one against fascism abroad and the other against racial inequality at home." Now let's talk about what sets the 2021 Mint Mark Washington quarter apart and why it is worth a whopping $62,908 in today's collector's market. First, it's essential to understand that while millions of these quarters were minted for circulation, only a very few emerged with rare and exceptional errors, condition grades, and perfect mint state quality that make them stand out. One of the primary reasons this coin has commanded such a high value is its pristine condition, MS70, or Mint State 70, which is considered a perfect grade by the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS. Furthermore, some of these coins have appeared with incredible minting errors that collectors are absolutely obsessed with. These include double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and other unexpected anomalies caused during the coin's production process. For example, one of the 2021 Washington quarters was discovered with a dramatic die clash, where parts of the obverse design were imprinted on the reverse. Another had a double die obverse where details on George Washington's face and inscriptions appeared slightly duplicated, making it extremely desirable among collectors. These types of mint errors are not only fascinating, but they increase a coin's value tenfold, but it doesn't stop there. The rarity of these coins in high-grade conditions is also driving up demand. Most quarters enter circulation immediately after minting, becoming scratched, worn, and exposed to environmental elements. However, if someone got their hands on an untouched, uncirculated 2021 Washington quarter, perhaps straight from a bankroll or a mint set, and managed to keep it flawless, that coin could be valued in the tens of thousands. One such coin graded MS70 sold for a staggering $62,908 in a private auction due to its rarity, condition, and collector appeal. Imagine finding that in your loose change. Collectors from all over the world are scrambling to get their hands on these rare 2021 Mint Mark Washington quarters, especially those with special errors or high grades. These coins are now recognized as one of the top modern quarters with explosive investment potential. In recent years, coin collecting has seen a major resurgence, especially among younger investors who view coins like these not just as collectibles, but as appreciating financial assets. The blend of historical significance, artistic design, low mintage varieties, and rare condition has elevated this coin to elite status in the numismatic community. So, what should you do if you believe you have a 2021 Mint Mark Washington quarter? The first step is to examine the coin closely under proper lighting and magnification. Check for any signs of doubling in the lettering or Washington's facial features. Inspect the reverse for cracks, missing elements, or abnormalities. If you believe your coin has an error or is in exceptional condition, the next step is to send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will professionally evaluate the coin's authenticity, assign a grade, and encapsulate it in a protective holder, officially certifying it for collectors and buyers. Even if you don't find one with a rare error or perfect grade, it's still worth holding onto your 2021 Washington quarters. As time goes on, more of these coins will disappear from circulation, and their value will only rise, especially for those preserved in good condition. This coin marks the end of an era, the final coin in a historic series, and a tribute to heroes of history. And that alone gives it lasting importance and worth beyond just monetary value. In summary, the 2021 Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin is not just a piece of modern currency, it is a valuable collectible with rich history, remarkable design, and incredible market demand. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or just someone hoping to find hidden treasure in your pocket, keep an eye out for this amazing coin. Because what might look like just another quarter could actually be worth $62,908 or even more in the years to come. Thank you for watching and diving into the story of one of the most valuable modern quarters in U.S. history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video uncovering more rare and valuable coins worth big money. Until next time, happy hunting and may you discover your own rare treasure in everyday change. Welcome back, coin lovers, treasure hunters, and rare coin collectors. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after quarters in the world of U.S. coins. This is not just any ordinary piece of metal you might find lying around in your change jar. We are talking about the extremely rare and valuable 1980p Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin, a remarkable coin with a rich backstory, unique characteristics, and a jaw-dropping current market value of $32,872. Yes, you heard that right. A $quarter coin from 1980 that could be worth nearly $33,000 today. So buckle up as we explore everything you need to know about this amazing coin, its history, why it's so valuable, what makes it unique, and how you might even find one yourself. Let's begin with a little background. The Washington quarter has been an iconic part of American coinage since 1932. It was originally introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design was created by artist John Flanagan and features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse, or front side, of the coin. The reverse side traditionally features an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, a symbol of strength and peace. Now fast forward to the year 1980. The United States Mint was producing millions of Washington quarters that year, but the version with the P Mint mark, which signifies that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. While the Philadelphia Mint had been producing coins for centuries, the P Mint mark had only just started appearing on quarters in 1980. This makes the 1980p Washington quarter especially notable because it was the very first year that Philadelphia quarters carried the P Mint mark, making it historically significant in the world of coin minting. Millions of these coins were made. So why is one worth more than $32,000 today? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and error factors. Most 1980p quarters circulated heavily and picked up scratches, nicks, and wear over the years. However, a few of these coins were either never circulated or were struck in an extraordinary way, resulting in what's known in the coin world as mint state or error specimens. These types of coins are in flawless or near-flawless condition and are extremely rare. Collectors and grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, have identified certain 1980p quarters in mint state 67 or higher, which means the coin has no visible wear, strong luster, and nearly perfect surfaces. It's those high-graded specimens that fetch the big money. In fact, one such coin graded by PCGS in mint state recently sold at auction for an astonishing $32,872. But that's not the only reason these quarters are valued so highly. There are also error coins from 1980 that were struck with major mistakes during the minting process. These could include off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers, where the outer metal layer is stripped or never applied, leaving the coin looking unusual or unfinished. These types of minting errors are incredibly rare and extremely desirable among collectors, often pushing prices even higher. Let's talk a little bit about how you can spot a valuable 1980p Washington quarter. First, check the mint mark. You'll want to see a crisp, clear P mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse side. Then, look closely at the coin's surfaces. Does it still have its original shine? Is the detail sharp? Use a magnifying glass to inspect for any doubling in the lettering or numbers, especially around the word Liberty, the date 1980, or the phrase "In God We Trust." If you notice any unusual features, it might be worth having the coin professionally graded and appraised. Collectors also pay close attention to coins that still have full luster, strong strike details, and no signs of contact marks. A high-grade example of a 1980p Washington quarter can easily command thousands of dollars at auction, and if the coin is an error variety in perfect condition, its value can skyrocket. Now let's explore a real-world example. In a major coin auction held just a few years ago, a 1980p Washington quarter in mint state 67 condition sold for $32,872. This specific coin was graded by PCGS, had pristine surfaces, brilliant luster, and full strike details. It had never been in circulation and was stored in protective holders its entire life. That 1/4, worth just 25 cents when it was made, appreciated in value over the decades to become a small fortune. So, what can you do if you want to find one of these treasures? Start by checking your pocket change. It might sound like a long shot, but rare coins are still being found in everyday circulation even today. Search through your old coin jars, ask relatives if they have any coins from the 1980s, or even visit local flea markets, garage sales, and estate sales where older coins may still be hiding. You might just stumble upon a forgotten 1980p Washington quarter in mint condition or with a rare mint error. Also, if you're serious about coin collecting or investing in rare coins, consider visiting coin shows or joining numismatic clubs. You can meet experienced collectors, learn how to properly handle and store valuable coins, and even get tips on spotting genuine rarities from fakes. Finally, if you think you've found a 1980p Washington quarter that might be valuable, do not clean it. Cleaning can scratch the surface and drastically reduce its value. Instead, handle it carefully by the edges and store it in a protective coin holder. Then, consider sending it to a professional grading service to determine its condition and authenticity. To wrap things up, the 1980p Mint Mark Washington $1/4 coin is not just a piece of change, it's a symbol of American history. A collector's dream, and in some cases, a life-changing payday. With a current market value of $32,872, it proves that even the smallest coins can hold incredible worth. So keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your curiosity alive, because you never know when a 25-cent coin could turn into a 5-figure treasure. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare coins, their hidden stories, and how you can find real money hiding in your pocket change. Until next time, keep searching and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we reveal the most surprising facts about rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight. If you have a jar full of coins or some old change in your wallet, then listen closely. Today we are diving deep into the incredible story of a United States coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. We are talking about none other than the 1994p Mint Mark Washington $1/4 coin, a coin that could make you rich if you know what to look for. This specific quarter, minted in Philadelphia, has reached an astonishing market value of $54,990 and is making headlines among collectors. So stay with me until the very end as we explore its history, rare errors, what makes it so valuable, and how you can identify one in your own collection. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Its design was intended to be both a tribute and a circulating coin for the American public. The obverse side features the iconic profile portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse originally displayed an eagle with wings outstretched above a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This patriotic and timeless design was used for decades and remained on the quarter through most of the 20th century, including the 1994 series. Now let's talk about the 1994p Mint Mark edition. This coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not use a mint mark on coins prior to 1980, but began using the letter P to indicate Philadelphia production on quarters starting in the 1980s. By 1994, the use of the P mint mark was standard. That year, over 825 million Washington quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. That means most 1994p quarters are very common and worth only face value, unless they possess something extraordinary. And that is exactly what makes a rare few of these coins worth so much. You may be wondering how a coin that was mass-produced in the hundreds of millions could ever reach a value of $54,990. The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and more importantly, any unique errors or varieties that make the coin stand out. Certain 1994p Washington quarters were struck with remarkable minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even coins that were accidentally struck on the wrong planchets, such as a nickel or penny blink. These errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, a coin that has been preserved in near-perfect condition, showing no signs of wear or circulation, can command an incredibly high price at auction. One particular 1994 p quarter graded by a professional coin grading service as MS68, which means mint state condition with virtually flawless surfaces and sharp strikes, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $54,990. That's right, a single 25-cent coin went for nearly $55,000 due to its rarity, condition, and demand among top-level collectors. This is why condition plays a massive role in determining the market value of any coin. Coins that are still shiny, without scratches, nicks, or discoloration, and those kept in protective holders or found in uncirculated rolls, have the best chances of bringing in serious money. If you think you may have a valuable 1994 p quarter, here is what you need to look for. First, examine the coin under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Check for any doubling of letters, especially around the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1994. Look at the reverse side to see if there are any unusual marks, cracks, or doubling on the word quarter dollar. Also pay attention to the edge of the coin for any off-center strikes or unusual ridging. If you notice any abnormalities, it may be worth having the coin professionally evaluated. When it comes to selling a rare coin like this, you have several options. Coin dealers, auction houses, and even online platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are popular places to list such coins. However, make sure to get the coin certified by a reputable grading company such as PCGS or NGC before selling, as this will ensure authenticity and attract serious buyers. Certification can be the difference between getting face value and making tens of thousands of dollars. There are also collectors and numismatic forums where you can post images and get opinions from experienced collectors who may help you determine whether your coin is worth grading. Remember, the more unique and better the condition, the more money you can potentially make. Now let's take a quick look at what makes the 1994 p Washington quarter such a fascinating piece of numismatic history. It represents a modern era of American coinage where minor errors became major treasures. It's a reminder that even coins minted in the last few decades can hold tremendous value. And it teaches us that attention to detail, patience, and a little bit of luck can turn a pocket find into a once-in-a-lifetime payday. So next time you're digging through your coin jar or receiving change from a store, don't be so quick to overlook that quarter. Check the date. Look for the P mint mark. Examine it closely. You might just be holding one of the rarest and most valuable coins from the 1990s in your hand. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos about rare and valuable coins, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you want us to cover another specific coin in our next video. Until next time, keep hunting and may your next coin be worth a fortune.